What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Atriox. We're back with another Mortal Kombat video. So, before we get into any details, I want to give you guys a few seconds to click off the video if you don't want to if you don't want to hear spoilers, or if you guys want to check out the other videos. You can kind of just get an idea of what's going on throughout the story. There's a whole playlist for you guys if you guys haven't had a chance to check out the story, and just give you guys something to watch. So, I'll give you guys like maybe a few seconds just to kind of take the chance to be able to click off the video before any spoilers. So that's 5, 4. Okay. So basically, this story that I'm telling with the last two videos, or I guess yeah, 3 videos, is basically I wanted Raiden's passing to have a significant um thing in the story because like I feel like with Raiden's death, it shouldn't just be glossed over and just gone forward. So I feel like when Liu Kang and Raiden had that fight in Mortal Kombat 11, and he unlocked memories of his past lives, I kind of wanted the same route here with having Liu Kang experience his first life. Like Raiden's death kind of was the thing that unlocked his first memory from the first timeline. That's basically where we were going here. And in this story, I want this to be as close to Mortal Kombat actual or as I possibly can make it because I feel like the Mortal Kombat original movie, although we all love it, kind of certain parts of the story was a bit weird, and that's just because they didn't have enough characters. I feel like tell the stories that should be told, and with movies, they always gonna change things up, like having Liu Kang be like a kind of combination of Kane and Kung Lao versus just being Kane. But anyways, so in this story, that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm trying to like putting pieces of each of the lore and trying to like make it fit into a puzzle, and you're gonna hear that as you continue watching the video. This is taking a long time, and honestly, I want it to be done in either the next part or the part after it because I need a break. I love doing these videos, but oh my god, they take so much. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know you guys thoughts in the comments section below, and I'll try and explain the way I think they did things the best of my ability.
The moon hangs massive and silver over the sharp mountain peaks. Below, a sea of mist blankets the valleys of Henan. It is entirely silent, save for the lonely whistle of the wind. Footsteps crunch on the gravel behind him. Liu Kang doesn't turn. He already knows the gentle electric hum in the air.
The transition from the sanctuary of these walls to the corruption of Shang Tsung's island is jarring, Liu Kang. I can feel the weight of the realm pressing against your spirit.
I spent 14 years preparing for the tournament, Lord Raiden. But standing here tonight, it does not feel like a tournament. It feels like an execution.
Because it is. Shang Tsung does not seek a fair contest of martial skill. He seeks the eradication of Earthrealm's finest souls. For 9 consecutive generations, the warriors of Outworld have triumphed. If they claim a 10th victory, the Elder Gods will allow Shao Kahn to merge our world into his. Everything you know, everyone you have grown to love, will cease to exist.
And the opponents I will face, are they men? Monsters?
Some are men who have lost their humanity to greed and bloodlust. Others are monsters born from the pits of Outworld. Shokan warriors with 4 arms and skin like granite. Specters fueled by the fires of the Netherrealm itself. They will not fight with honor, Liu Kang. They will use deception, sorcery, and brutal cruelty. They will try to break your mind before they ever touch your body.
Liu Kang looks down at his hands. He takes a slow, steadying breath, remembering the lesson from his first day in the dirt.
You told me once, when I was a child, that my gentle heart was why the fire chose me. But on that island, will a gentle heart keep me alive?
Mercy is a luxury of a peaceful world, young one. When you step onto the combat floor, you must not hesitate. To spare a merciless enemy is to condemn millions of innocents to death. Do not let your fire be smothered by doubt. Let it burn with the absolute certainty of justice. Take, for example, the current Outworld champion, Prince Goro, a ruthless Shokan warrior prince. who is as ruthless and savage as the Shokan come. But he also adheres to a strict warrior code, and he respects strength. Take heed, Liu Kang. Prince Goro will be a tough challenge.
Prince Goro is the Shokan who killed the great Kung Lao. If I must go through Prince Goro to get to Shang Tsung, so be it.
Do not underestimate him, or it could be fatal.
Forgive me, Lord Raiden. I will remember that.
You know, Raiden, you really know how to give a cheerful send-off. I'm surprised he hasn't jumped off the cliff already.
It would seem my time is up. Being prepared, Kung Lao, gives Liu Kang the best chance at victory. You should learn that lesson well. We can speak more on the boat, Liu Kang. I'll let you say your goodbyes.
Kung Lao saunters out from the shadow of a large torii gate, leaning casually against a stone pillar. His razor-rimmed hat is tilted back on his head. With a soft crackle of static, Raiden fades into the moonlight, leaving the two lifelong friends alone on the cliffside. Kung Lao walks over, his casual swagger dropping slightly as he stands next to Liu Kang. For a long moment, neither speaks. They just look at the horizon.
It's really happening, isn't it?
Yes, I can hardly believe the tournament is upon us. I only wish you could come with me.
You've got this. I know you'll make us proud.
Kung Lao reaches into his tunic. He pulls out a small object and hands it to Liu Kang. The small, broken wooden dragon toy, the one Liu Kang had left on their shared crate 14 years ago. Kung Lao had kept it all this time.
You almost forgot your lucky charm.
I think I am past the age of toys, Lao.
It's not a toy. It's a reminder. When you're out there fighting four-armed demons and ancient sorcerers, remember who you are. You're the scrawny kid who ate bugs in a wardrobe and still managed to become the fiercest warrior the Shaolin have ever seen.
Liu Kang looks at the toy, a genuine smile breaking through his stoic expression. Kung Lao steps in front of Liu Kang, his eyes burning with absolute, unwavering faith. He extends his right hand, palm up.
Show them what the dragon can do. Bring honor to the Order. And more importantly, come back alive. Earthrealm is going to be incredibly boring without you.
Thank you, Lao. Watch over the academy while I am gone.
Oh, I'll do better than that. I'll be training twice as hard. When you get back, I expect my rematch. No excuses. Good luck, brother.
Liu Kang looks at his brother's hand. He doesn't hesitate this time. He reaches out and firmly grips Kung Lao's forearm.
I look forward to it.
Liu Kang tucks the small wooden dragon securely into the sash of his robes. He turns away from the cliffside and begins the long walk down the mountain path toward the river docks. Kung Lao stands at the edge of the cliff, watching his friend's silhouette disappear into the moonlit fog. He removes his hat, holding it tightly by the razor rim, his voice barely a whisper in the wind.
Good luck, brother.
A distant, solitary roll of thunder echoes across the sky, signaling the start of the journey. The tournament has begun. A massive, archaic wooden junk boat cuts through a thick, supernatural fog. The sea is black as ink, and the ship's large canvas sails groan against a cold, biting wind. On the main deck, Johnny Cage stands near the railing, aggressively adjusting his expensive sunglasses despite the pitch-black night. He's wearing a tailored leather jacket and luxury sneakers. He looks deeply annoyed, tapping his foot against the damp wood.
Great. Terrific location scouting, Johnny. It'll be a mysterious underground martial arts tournament, my publicist says. Great for your street cred, my agent says. Right now, the only thing I'm getting is a massive case of seasickness.
A few paces away, Sonya Blade stands in the shadows of the mainmast. She ignores Cage completely, her eyes glued to a high-tech tactical wrist pad. She aggressively recalibrates it, but the screen only displays static. She growls under her breath, resting her hand on the grip of her holstered sidearm.
Damn it. Comms are entirely blacked out. No sat link, no ping from HQ. Where the hell has Kano dragged us?
Sitting cross-legged on a wooden crate in the center of the deck is Liu Kang. His eyes are closed, his hands resting on his knees as he meditates, completely undisturbed by the pitch and roll of the ship. Johnny spots him and saunters over, a smug, charismatic smirk plastered across his face.
Hey, Chief, wake up. quick question. Are you an extra, or are we shooting a documentary here? Because the wardrobe department really committed to the whole mystical monk aesthetic with you. I'm Johnny Cage, by the way. You probably saw my last flick, Ninja Mime. Blew up the box office in Europe.
Liu Kang slowly opens his eyes, his gaze calm and entirely unfazed by Johnny's star power. He stands up smoothly, bowing with his hands pressed together.
I do not know of this ninja mime, Mr. Cage. I am Liu Kang of the Wuxi Academy. I am here to represent the Order of Light.
Sonya steps out of the shadows, her boots clicking loudly against the deck. She eyes them both with intense professional skepticism, stopping a few feet away with her arms crossed over her tactical vest.
Great. A civilian actor and a kid playing dress-up. Look, either of you see a man boarding this ship with a cybernetic plate over his right eye? Name is Kano, international arms dealer, wanted for murder. I tracked his signal to this boat before my tech went completely dead.
The man you seek is already on this vessel, Commander. But he is not here by accident. Like all of us, he was chosen by the Elder Gods.
Chosen for what? I don't care about your underground fight clubs. I'm here to arrest a fugitive and get my team back.
Hold on, G.I. Jane. Fight Club? My invitation said this was an exclusive martial arts tournament.
Wake up, Hollywood. Look around you. There are no cameras, no crew. We're heading into a dark zone in international waters. You're being played.
Suddenly, a massive bolt of blue lightning splits the sky, striking the center deck of the ship with a deafening crack. Johnny yelps, stumbling back into a stack of cargo ropes. Sonya instantly draws her sidearm, aiming it directly at the blinding pillar of electricity. The light recedes, and Lord Raiden steps forward.
She is correct about the danger, Mr. Cage, but incorrect about the purpose. This is no ordinary contest. The stakes are far higher than your career or the commander's mission.
Freeze! Identify yourself right now.
Lower your weapon, Commander Blade. A bullet cannot harm a god, and you will need every round before this journey ends.
Liu Kang immediately drops to one knee, bowing his head in deep reverence.
Lord Raiden.
Johnny pushes himself up from the ropes, staring at Raiden's glowing eyes, his jaw dropping as he completely forgets his Hollywood persona.
Okay, that is either the most insane holograph tech on the planet, or I drank way too much complimentary champagne at the terminal.
You stand on the precipice of the ultimate conflict. Tomorrow, this vessel anchors at Tsung's island. You three, along with a handful of others, are the chosen defenders of Earthrealm.
Defenders against what? You're not making any sense.
Let's start from the beginning. I am Raiden, god of thunder and protector of Earthrealm. It is my job to guide the champions of Earthrealm in their fight against Outworld, against absolute annihilation. For eons, the Elder Gods have maintained balance between the realms through a sacred decree. A realm may only conquer another by defeating its champions in 10 consecutive tournaments of mortal combat. The sorcerer Shang and the forces of Outworld have won the last 9 tournaments. If we lose this one, the 10th tournament, the barriers protecting our world will shatter. Shao Kahn will invade, and your world will be swallowed by darkness. Everything you know will be reduced to ash.
A heavy silence falls over the deck. Johnny looks from Raiden to Liu Kang, the gravity of the situation finally piercing through his arrogance.
Wait, you're serious? This isn't a publicity stunt. We're fighting for the literal end of the world.
Yes, Mr. Cage.
How does this tournament even work? If this sorcerer runs the show, what stops him from just killing us the second we step off the boat?
The Elder God's code protects us until the brackets open. Once on the island, Shang Tsung will announce the pairings. The rules are absolute, yet brutal. It is a single elimination gauntlet. You will fight in designated arenas. There are no rounds. There are no referees. Combat continues until one warrior is entirely incapacitated or dead.
And what kind of fighters are we talking about? Other martial arts champions?
You will face the absolute worst Outworld has to offer. Mercenaries, dark sorcerers, bloodthirsty assassins, and monstrous beasts that do not know the meaning of mercy. They will use every deception and magical cruelty to break your spirit before they ever strike your flesh.
Sonya looks out toward the fog, her practical mind adapting to the terrifying tactical reality. She turns to Liu Kang, seeing the absolute calmness in his posture.
And you knew all this? You're not scared?
I have trained my entire life for this moment, Commander. Fear is natural, but we cannot let it guide our hands. We are all that Earthrealm has left.
Raiden walks toward the bow of the ship, looking out as the thick fog begins to part in the distance, revealing the jagged, ominous silhouette of Shang Tsung's island under a blood-red moon.
The hour is upon us. Look past your personal desires, your fame, your missions, your doubts. They mean nothing now. Tomorrow, you fight as one, or you die alone.
Johnny steps up beside Liu Kang, looking out at the terrifying island. He takes off his sunglasses, tucking them into his jacket pocket, his face dead serious.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to do my own stunts on this one.
Sonya steps up to Liu Kang's other side, her arms resting at her sides, her resolve hardening.
If this sorcerer thinks he's taking my world without a fight, he's got another thing coming. Let's win this thing.
Liu Kang nods, a faint, determined smile breaking his stoic expression. He stands between the soldier and the movie star, ready to lead them into hell.
For Earthrealm.
As the ship glides silently into the island's harbor, a sharp crackle of thunder rolls across the dark sky, sealing their pact. The Earthrealm warriors finally land on Shang Tsung's island. A few hours pass, and Liu Kang, Johnny Cage, and Sonya Blade make their way into the banquet hall, where the table is filled with exotic, slightly unsettling island delicacies. Johnny Cage, Sonya Blade, and Liu Kang sit spaced out along the table. The atmosphere is thick with tension. Johnny pokes a strange, glowing fruit with his fork, watching it wobble uncomfortably.
I gotta say, the ambiance is a solid 10, but the catering, major letdown. Does anyone know if this island has a room service menu, or are we stuck eating whatever crap crawled out of the lagoon?
Sonya doesn't look at him. She's too busy scanning the dark corners of the room, her hand resting near her holster.
Ugh, do you ever shut up? Can you focus, Johnny? We aren't here for a vacation. Look around. No guards, no communication towers, and the boats that brought us here are already gone. We're trapped.
We are not trapped, Lieutenant Blade. We are exactly where destiny requires us to be. We should eat. We need to keep up our strength and be prepared for anything.
This food looks horrible. But if you say so, buddy. It's like eating a deep-fried slug. This has got to be the worst thing I've ever tasted.
You're such a baby. It can't be that bad. I think I'm gonna... maybe you're right. Are they trying to poison us with this garbage?
You both still do not understand the gravity of this gathering. This is not a publicity stunt, nor is it a standard military operation. This is where we'll learn how the tournament will run. Let's try and stay focused.
Suddenly, the heavy wooden doors of the banquet hall shatter inward. A massive, heavily armored Outworld warrior stumbles backward into the room, coughing up green blood. The stone floor beneath his boots begins to crackle with frost. Johnny drops to the floor, pulling his sunglasses down. Liu Kang rises smoothly, stepping into a defensive stance. But the Outworld warrior isn't looking at them. He turns, desperate, looking back toward the courtyard. From the shadows of the doorway, a tall, imposing figure steps forward. Blue and black armor, Sub-Zero.
Earthrealm filth! You will freeze in the name of Shao Kahn!
The warrior charges Sub-Zero, swinging the mace with shattering force. Sub-Zero doesn't flinch. As the mace descends, Sub-Zero sidesteps with fluid, lethal grace. He grabs the warrior's wrist.
You speak of freezing to a cryomancer. Allow me to show you what it truly means to freeze.
Instantaneously, ice creeps from Sub-Zero's hand, encasing the warrior's arm in solid frost. The warrior screams as the cold bites deep. Sub-Zero delivers a brutal, ice-infused palm strike straight to the warrior's chest. The impact shatters the frozen arm into a shower of crystalline shards. The warrior stumbles back, clutching his ruined shoulder. Before he can fall, Sub-Zero sweeps his leg, knocking the brute onto his back. Sub-Zero stands over him, a localized blizzard swirling around his fists. With a sharp motion, Sub-Zero drives his hand straight down into the warrior's chest, channeling absolute zero temperature directly to the heart. The warrior's entire body turns to brittle, pale ice. Sub-Zero stands up, delivering a single, devastating front kick to the frozen torso. The Outworld warrior explodes into 1,000 harmless pieces of ice, scattering across the banquet hall floor. Silence fills the room. Sub-Zero slowly lowers his hands, the frost dissipating from his armor. He looks past the shattered ice, his glowing blue eyes locking onto Liu Kang, Sonya, and Johnny.
So weak. Hopefully one among you will be more of a challenge.
A blue assassin from Earthrealm. You must be Sub-Zero. You've betrayed your own realm to fight for Outworld.
Realms do not concern me, Shaolin. I fight for the Lin Kuei.
Raiden spoke of you. He honestly thought you would redeem your own soul. It is not too late to do what's right, Bihan. You can still come back to the light.
No, I cannot. You don't understand. There is nothing I can do. If I do not fight, the Lin Kuei will hunt my brother and me. I must be a disappointment to Raiden, but unfortunately, this is all I can do right now. Things have changed. I cannot be redeemed. Maybe there was a path to saving my soul. If there was, it eludes me. This is all I can do for my brother now. If you face me, do not hold back.
I see. It saddens me to hear you say that, Bihan, but I will respect your wishes. As you wish, I will do what I must.
From the shadows at the far end of the banquet hall, slow, rhythmic clapping echoes. Stepping out from behind a silk tapestry is Shang Tsung. A sinister, knowing smile stretches across his face.
The tournament has begun. Pray you do not face the Lin Kuei.
Sub-Zero turns and vanishes into the dark, misty corridors of the palace.
Splendid. A flawless demonstration of what awaits you all. Welcome, chosen warriors, to my island.
You must be Shang Tsung. Cut the theatrics. We want answers.
Put away your primitive toy, Lieutenant Blade. You are guests of honor, though I assure you, your stay will be fleeting.
Shang Tsung, your overconfidence will be your undoing.
The so-called Chosen One. Your order has not produced a capable warrior in over 500 years. You will fare no differently. Your soul will be mine, just like the great Kung Lao. And just like Kung Lao, you will be defeated.
You presume too much, sorcerer. We shall see in the tournament.
Very well. Let us dispense with the pleasantries and explain how the fate of your realm will be decided. Earthrealm has failed 9 times. This tournament is your final stand. If my champions defeat you, the barriers fall, and Earthrealm belongs to Outworld. It is a single elimination tournament. You will fight when summoned. There are no rounds, no concessions, and no mercy. Victory is achieved only when your opponent can no longer draw breath.
I guess all that stuff you said on the boat tracks, Lou, dude. Seems easy enough. Kill or be killed. How hard can it be?
Ah, Mr. Cage. I'd pay attention if I were you. It could be less fatal otherwise.
Shang Tsung walks slowly down the length of the table, looking at the plates of food, then looks back at the 3 Earthrealm warriors.
I look at you 3, and I see such tragic hope. I strongly advise you to enjoy your dinner. Eat heartily, savor every bite.
for it may very well be your last.
Shang Tsung stops at the doorway. He brings his hands together in front of him, lowering his head in a slow, deeply mocking bow.
Your souls will soon be mine.
With a swirl of dark green sorceress energy, Shang Tsung vanishes into thin air, leaving only the faint scent of sulfur and the chilling echo of his laughter behind.
Definitely not leaving a tip.
Come, we must find Lord Raiden.
Good idea. I've got some questions about this Sub-Zero character.
Liu Kang, Sonya Blade, and Johnny Cage leave the banquet hall and make their way to a secluded area where a campfire is lit. The campfire hissed, a lonely, defiant spark against the oppressive, unnatural humidity of the island. Shadows stretched long and jagged against the crumbling stone ruins that framed their makeshift camp, dancing as if the very architecture were leaning in to eavesdrop on the doomed. Johnny Cage sat on a weathered piece of fallen masonry, his expensive leather jacket discarded in the dirt. He wasn't cracking jokes. He wasn't checking his reflection in the watch's crystal. He was staring intensely at the shifting coals, watching the embers glow with a malice that reminded him too much of Shang Tsung's eyes.
I've spent half my life making people believe in things that aren't real. But this? This feels like the lights have finally gone out, and the cameras have stopped rolling, but the scene is still happening.
Sonya Blade stood at the perimeter, a silhouette against the churning, ink-black ocean. Her hands were tight around her sidearm, her knuckles white. She didn't turn, but her voice carried through the thick, salty air with a chilling precision.
Get it together, Johnny. The tournament begins tomorrow. This is not the time to lose our nerve.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not some special forces soldier or a Shaolin monk who trained their whole life for this. I'm an actor. I just play the hero in the movies. That guy exploded into a million pieces. Forgive me for not being ready to possibly die tomorrow.
Liu Kang remained cross-legged, the picture of Shaolin discipline. His palms were pressed together, resting on his knees, his breathing slow enough to be barely perceptible. He didn't look at the fire or the sea. His gaze was fixed inward.
Lord Raiden, we need to speak with you. It's about Shang Tsung and Sub-Zero.
From the void beyond the light, a figure stepped forward. Raiden did not walk so much as manifest. The white, crackling energy around his eyes pulsed rhythmically, casting long, stark shadows that made the ruins seem to loom over them. Yet in the firelight, he looked burdened, an eternal guardian weary of watching the same tragic play reach its final act.
Now that you've met Shang Tsung, you see what we're up against. Shang Tsung is a parasite. He has spent a millennia perfecting the art of deception and manipulation. His goal is to make you uneasy, to make you afraid, so that you will slip up and let your guard down.
If this were a fair fight, I'd be all over this, Raiden. I've competed in competitions on equal terms, but what we saw tonight was anything but fair. If this is the final stand, shouldn't we have a better plan than just walk in and try not to die?
I understand your hesitation, Mr. Cage, but whether you can see it or not right now, you have within you the soul of a hero. All you need is the confidence to draw it out. I have faith that you will. You need only to believe.
Lord Raiden doesn't offer praise so easily. If he says that, it could only mean he really feels that way. It's up to you to either prove him wrong or prove him right.
Me a hero? Well, my Nana always told me I was destined for great things. I can see it now. Johnny Cage, savior of Earthrealm. I kinda like the way that sounds. If we make it out of this, I know what my new movie will be. Hope you're cool with it, Ray dude. The box office is gonna love it.
If we win this tournament, Johnny, you're free to do what you like. I might even go watch it.
Whoa, whoa! Was that a joke? Didn't know the God of Thunder did jokes.
Perhaps, Mr. Cage. Perhaps.
Despite his looks, Lord Raiden does like to tell a joke here and there.
I hate to interrupt this wholesome conversation, but I still have some questions, Raiden.
Very well. Ask away, Lieutenant.
You seem to know this Sub-Zero. Why is he fighting for Outworld? Can't you make him fight for us instead?
How I wish it were that simple. Lieutenant Blade, Bihan is a special case. He saved Earthrealm 2 years ago from the dreaded Shinnok, undoing a mistake his clan set in motion. I had hoped he would come back to the light, but escaping a fate such as his is no simple task. The Lin Kuei are assassins. Shang Tsung is paying them to compete on Outworld's behalf. His family comes from Outworld, but he was raised in Earthrealm by the Lin Kuei. If he were to leave, his brother would suffer from Bihan's desertion. And if he took his younger brother with him, then they would be hunted down. If he had come to me, I could have shielded them both. Unfortunately, I can't directly interfere with mortal lives unless they come to me first. It's the same rules as with this tournament. I'm unable to directly get involved. I can only offer guidance and wisdom, as frustrating as that may be to hear. I am sorry.
There is nothing to be sorry for, Lord Raiden. It's up to us to defend our realm.
I don't feel great about it, but if there is nothing we can do to help Sub-Zero, then we'll just have to put him down.
Raiden looked to Sonya, then to Liu Kang, his expression softening into a grim, fatherly resolve.
The challenge before you is no simple task, but if you can face your fears and overcome them, you may find that there was a hero inside you all along. Together, you can do anything you set your minds to. Shang Tsung knows this, which is why he sowed those seeds of doubt. All three of you will take different paths, but in the end, you will reach the same goal. I believe in you, but the question is, do you?
Sonya holstered her weapon and began sharpening a combat knife, the rhythmic shink-shink of the blade hitting the stone sounding like a heartbeat. Liu Kang stood and began a sequence of slow, fluid katas, his movements slicing through the darkness with lethal grace. Johnny looked at them, then at his own trembling hands. He clenched them into fists, his knuckles cracking, and stepped away from the fire to begin his own training.
Before setting foot on Shang Tsung's treacherous island, the Shaolin chosen to represent the Order of Light had to be decided. Through a fierce test of skill, discipline, and spirit, Liu Kang successfully defeated his close friend and rival, Kung Lao, earning the sole right to champion the forces of Earthrealm in the upcoming tournament. With the weight of Earthrealm's survival on his shoulders, Liu Kang began his journey to the tournament. Along the way, his path converged with two unlikely companions who would alter the course of his mission. Johnny Cage, a self-absorbed Hollywood martial artist looking to prove his skills aren't special effects. Sonya Blade, a fierce, no-nonsense special forces officer driven by her own mission. Amidst these new alliances, a darker shadow loomed. Liu Kang crossed paths with Sub-Zero. Though the Cryomancer's clan was historically tied to Earthrealm, the Lin Kuei had strayed. Liu Kang attempted to appeal to his honor, but was ultimately unable to sway Sub-Zero back to fighting for Earthrealm, leaving the formidable warrior as a dangerous wild card on the island. Upon arriving at the island, the gravity of the situation became undeniably clear. Following a long, sobering council with Lord Raiden, the god of thunder, the gravity of Earthrealm's potential doom was laid bare. Bound by duty and newly forged respect, Liu Kang, Johnny Cage, and Sonya Blade steeled their minds and bodies, ready to face the deadliest combatants the realms had to offer.